A very good morning to all. So in this video, we are going to start a new topic, that is cell function, in which we are specifically dealing with division of labor. First of all, we need to understand what do you mean by division of labor. Division means what? Just to divide? Just to separate something? Labor here means what? Task or some work. So basically, division of labor is the separation or specification of the task or the work inside the cell, because here we are dealing with the cell function, right? So inside the cell, there are occurring a phenomena that is known as division of labor. So each cell performs a very specific duty. Why we are saying like this? Student, you know what? That each cell performs certain basic functions, isn't it? That is very necessary for the survival of the human beings. This means that different parts of our body, as you know, that different parts of our body performs different function, and this is only being occurring because each cell, keep that in mind, each cell has specific components within it that we termed as cell organelles. Fine. And each cell organelle performs a very specific function. Just like if we take an example of mitochondria. So mitochondria is basically responsible for the production of energy for the cellular respiration. So here it's there that division of labor means separation of task, and each cell performs a specific duty. And what does it lead to? It resultant is it to boost productivity and efficiency. How? Let's have a look. So division of labor is basically a term that describes the specialized function of cell organelles. Specialized functions of cell organelle, in which all the cell organelle came together, and just to ensure that cell is capable of performing its function inside the body. Okay, so division of labor means specific part of the cell is responsible to perform specific function, isn't it? Just like if we take an example of beta cells. So beta cells are present inside the pancreas, and those beta cells are specifically responsible for the secretion of insulin. You might have heard about it. Okay, so if we talk about so there is basically three types of division of labor in the eukaryotic organism. Eukaryotic, or we can say the multicellular ones. Students, division of labor is basically occurred in the multicellular organism. As I've already described that what is multicellular, multi means what? Many, and cellular means what? Cells. So those organisms who are being composed of more than one cell is termed as multicellular organism. So if we talk about multicellular organism, and there might a question arise that why division of labor is being required? Because you know what, student, allotment of different function to cells, tissue, or we can say organ, is just ensured or increase the efficiency in work or the high survival of the multicellular cells. Because you know what, multicellular organism possesses millions of cells, and all the cells are not similar. Keep that in your mind. So if we talk about the types of division of labor in the eukaryotic cells, we having three levels. The first one is the cell level, second one is the organ level, and the third one is the organ system level. Till here, I hope I am clear to you all that what is division of labor. students' division of labor is nothing, is just the division of specific work, specific task at the cellular level, at the organ level, or at the organ system level, isn't it? Dealing with division of labor at different levels. So the first level is the cell. As you all know, the cell is the very basic structural and functional unit. It is the tiny building block, as I already discussed about it. So in the cell, work is divided among organelles with different function. Keep that in mind, that within the cell, work is divided among organelles. Now the question arises, what is organelle? So cell has different components inside it, and those components we termed as cell organelles. So at the cellular level, work is divided among organelles with the different function. If we talk about the second level, that is at the organ level, so here the work is divided among tissues with different function. Now what is tissue? So for now, just keep in mind that tissue is the group of this similar cell that has assigned a very specific or same function. Okay. Coming to the next, if we talk about organ system level, so here the work is divided among different organs with different function. Okay. Now if we deal with entire level at a very detail, so here the first level, that is cell level. Here each type of organelle is specialized to perform a very specific function. It means what? Each cell organelle has its own specific, or we can say fixed function. The work of a cell is divided among different organelle with different functions. If we take an example of mitochondria, so as you all know, student, that mitochondria is termed as the powerhouse of the cell. Okay, and mitochondria is basically responsible for the production of energy in the form of what? In the form of ATP, that is adenosine triphosphate. Coming to the next organ level, so here each type of tissue means what? Group of the cell that is basically composed of the similar cells. Then only each tissue has its own specific function, right? So each type of tissue made up of similar cells is specialized to perform a very specific or fixed function. Just like if we take an example of digestion, so there in the stomach there are many tissues, just like some secretes mucus, some secretes certain digestive juices, some secrete certain enzymes. So each tissues, the work is being divided among the different tissues with their specific or the fixed function. Coming to the third level, that is organ system level. So here each type of organ. Now what is organ? So basically the group of tissue constitute together to form an organ. Okay. So each type of organ is specialized to perform a very specific function. Just like we take example of heart. So heart is being responsible just to pump the blood. Okay. Taking about the example of kidney. So kidney is responsible for the filtration of blood. Okay. Formation of urine, filtration of blood. Basically filtration occurs. Okay. Formation of urine. So all those things. So at the organ system level, each type of organ is specialized to perform a very specific function. So till here I hope I am clear that what is division of labor. That is nothing, just the specialization or the categorization, separation of the task or the work, and it basically occurring in the multicellular organism, in which in each cell types has the capacity to perform a very specific function. Okay, and student, as we go higher in the complexity of the organism, the higher developed the organism is, the greater is the degree of division of labor, isn't it? So now we talk about the advantages. So basically, advantages has been what it ensures the smooth and efficient functioning of all the organism, just like all cells function in a very coordinated manner. All tissue has its own specific function. That basically what increase the efficiency, right? That basically increase the efficiency and productivity of the work. Okay, and different functions can be performed at the same time with well coordinated manner. Okay, so student, this is all about, and keep revising. In the next video, we are going to start with the various components of the cell, just like cell membrane, plasma membrane, and so on. Then cell organelle, and the concluding topic will be the cell division. Okay, thank you so much. Have a good day.